And of course, we want to let you know that the Buzz, bold, unbiased, zooming in on the hottest in entertainment. Feel free to follow us on our social media pages: Instagram, IRIFM_JA, Twitter, IRI_FM, and join us on Facebook at IRIFM. Busy night tonight, yeah?
For sure, definitely. And of course, big up to all the persons locked in on the 107s. You don't know the thing. Go. You know what I mean? EBUZZ.
You know, you have the little bridge them on the corner, around on a little bank in there, around
on
on a
the
little
ends around there. So.
yeah, have a little speaker them turn up loud, or a little corner shop them.
Yeah, man, big them up, man, every
Dress up
time.
yourself every time. And of course, we want to get into some of these hot topics.
Yeah,
Mackie.
so many things happened over the weekend, and of course, continuing to happen today.
Yeah, I thought it was finished. I thought everything had finished.
Yeah.
But things are still going on. One of the biggest things I saw was Rick Ross, the big boss, flew in on his G550 and put the Baskerville Aerodrome.
Rick Ross is having a ball. I mean, he was having a ball for the entire
I
weekend.
saw him around White River.
Yes.
Which is pretty much where I have a place.
Yeah, right up there. So.
Right there, so.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, man, he was flossing.
Listen.
Listen.
You know something?
Yeah.
Before he even came, he was just, I mean, months ago, ever since he was officially booked for the weekend,
Yeah.
he was promoting Jamaica like, wow, you know, he was constantly saying, Jamaica, look out, you know, like literally every week, you know?
You know, with a lot of followers, about 14 million followers
Yeah,
on
man,
Instagram.
I think probably more too, you know.
Probably,
I think probably
if it's not
about
14 or 18
Yeah,
million. 18 million
Yeah,
followers. That's a great platform
Listen.
for the exposure.
Absolutely. And I'm very happy to know that, you know, they were able, despite, you know, all the situation that is happening as it relates to White River and the rafting,
Yeah.
and they're able, according to TPDCO, they're able to, you know, continue under certain supervision and guidance and protocols, and, you know, they're watching to see how things unfold. So far, based on the rafters who are licensed, we understand, they are the ones who are able to continue
Yes.
rafting.
Yeah, a semblance of order
Yes.
has been brought to the venue.
Yes.
And that that makes us feel very proud, because it is something that I think the youths around that section saw an opportunity to make a living, and they capitalized on it, but it got out of hand.
Yeah, and I believe
was
that
rowdy.
for sure. And I believe that some persons who possibly, you know, there are some reports about abuse and so on, and you know, different kind of
Well,
things happening over
I've seen
there,
it.
and I gather because of that, you know.
Yeah, and you know, word spread.
Yeah.
Talk around town.
Yeah.
So I think some semblance has been brought to it.
Happy about that.
There was a lot of backlash from, you know, on the government and the others about, you know, stop try people food, but there was it needed some order.
Yes, and we do hope. Speaking of that, Bones, we do
Yeah.
hope that the order that we're now seeing, it's balance. You know.
And it's maintained.
Right.
Yes, it is. It is. I'm glad that something is happening back there,
That's for
because
sure.
I particularly feel it's a gold mine. It's something
Yeah.
that it's a gold
Yeah,
mine.
I mean, listen, I mean, you know, just to be around on the corner and see, like, you know, visitors enjoying the White
Goodness.
River is absolutely amazing. So, big up to them, yeah. Also, we understand that the king of the dancehall, Beanie Man, is fully recovered. In an Instagram post, the Who
Yeah.
Am I hitmaker wrote, after months of recovery, I'm able to close the chapter about my previous injury. The king is back, better than ever.
I'm glad, because Moses stubborn. Moses, you're my brethren, but you're stubborn. You don't know him a perform on the hurt ankle, you know.
From last November, man.
All of London him there. So Moses, I am very happy to
So,
hear.
Bones, you think that, is it that, you know, it's just that him just have music in him and him just feel like, say, you know, even though this is, you know, we want it to make sure you can have your 2 foot them for perform.
Yeah.
But, you know, him just have that thing that when him feel like him can't stay still.
I get the feeling that the more challenge him have is the bigger him fight, and him have to go out there and show.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when Lieutenant Stitchy crashed in Trelawney, and he's
On the way to some
and
fest.
broke. I think he broke an arm and had some ankle issues, and he still performed.
Showmanship.
Showmanship.
Yeah, man.
And I think that is a true thing with Moses too. He's a true showman.
Absolutely.
And he loves to interact with his fans, and he likes to be on stage.
Yeah, I remember in
Yeah.
you know, when it was Rebel Salute, I think it was Rebel Salute,
Yeah.
that he was performing, and they gave him a chair,
Yes.
and him hardly used the chair.
No, because I don't want to feel. Some people say, "But sit down and sleep up there." So it is just Moses. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been doing this for most of his life, and to not being able to be in front of his people
Yeah.
and interact, it's like well, it's like the injury, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Facts.
The
Real
man love
facts.
it. So
Happy to hear this news, and yeah, it's official. So, and I remember he was unable to fly to certain parts of the world because of the injury.
yeah, what it
So,
is, the pressurized cabin
yeah,
and his ankle, and then what he had to do, he had to come on social media with his doctor
yeah,
and say that the doctor says, listen, we are telling him not to travel,
Yeah.
not to be on the leg. He needs to rest for at least 6 weeks because he could lose it.
yeah. And I'm
So-
happy that he did it that way, because sometimes promoters from all over the world might say, "One, I wonder if the doctor tried to run my thing," or So I'm happy
Yeah.
to know that that's the way he dealt with it, and he's fully recovered now.
I am very glad to hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moses up and running.
So we got Spice releases Queen of the Dancehall. So Dancehall Queen Spice today released a new song called Queen of the Dancehall with lyrics such as Queen back upon the throne, could have never dethrone. And of course, she has a risky video that dropped this morning and has garnered some 15,000 views so far.
Okay.
So, staying true to her words to release more music more regularly. This is the third song Spice has released since reappearing on the scene following a brief hiatus due to, her illness. So
Yeah.
Spice, good to see you, girl, back on doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we wish you all the best with all these singles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. So we understand that Josh Shaka, a dub and reggae pioneer at the helm of London sound system culture, has died. So condolences to his family. Of course, the musician have shared tributes on social media to the singer and producer who influenced dub stars and punk musicians alike. So, very sorry to hear this.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
Dub and reggae pioneer Josh Shaka has died, according to social media posts from close friends and collaborators. His precise age and cause of death have not been disclosed. The singer, producer, and label owner, also known as Zulu Warrior, was at the helm of sound system culture in London, releasing some of the scene's most seminal records. Spearheading the influential Josh Shaka sound system, which he began operating and touring in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Absolutely.
So big up yourself, Josh Shaka.
Absolutely. Anyway, the family members and friends you don't know, our thoughts and our prayers are with you at this time. I mean, you don't know. Waving the reggae banner for years, and over there in London. So, yeah.
One of the things that I'm concerned about, Mackie, I just think that a lot of our stalwarts, the folks who have made an indelible mark on this business, they seem to perish young or youngish. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I don't like, you hear some people moving on to 70, 80 and so on. Them had passed away in them 60s and all these things. But may I tell you,
Listen, you know what? Wow. That's very true in the bones. The thing about it is that, you still have a few
who stretch out.
Yeah, but for the most part, especially in recent years, we're seeing some very closer years in terms of passing for these musicians, and
One of the things, and this is why people emulate these icons, because this term of artistry, where you have to go up on stage and be your best self for your audience and come off. They don't know the kind of preparation mentally that they have to go up there and do.
Yes.
And sometimes they have to do it night after night after night.
For those entertainers who even tour on a global stage, I mean, months after months.
It takes a toll.
Yeah, after a while.
So, folks, when you hear them say them taking a break,
Yeah.
make them take them break.
And we encourage the entertainers them to take care of themselves too.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
do your
yes.
thing and make sure say you do the right thing. So
Maybe they can go party a little bit and enjoy themselves.
yeah, unwind a little bit.
Most times them go to an event, them a work.
Yeah.
But if you can go to a party, like I think of a nice party now.
Like what kind of party?
The party now. That is the Smirnoff Diageo
So like
Spirit
a weekend party.
So like a carnival.
Yeah, so like a vibes thing.
Right. And I'm gonna go, we're so honored and happy to have Nadine Hilton, and she's representing the Smirnoff and Diageo Spirits. Nadine,
Nadine, good evening.
welcome to the EBUZZ. Nadine, welcome.
Not hearing Nadine.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Are you hearing me now?
Loud
Yeah.
and clear.
I get the feeling you're over there partying, and Nadine, want company phone.
Oh, I have to take a little time and come talk to you guys.
Oh,
I
we
appreciate it.
we appreciate it. Tell us about the Smirnoff slash Diageo Spirits Carnival experience. Where is it? When is it? If there's an admission, let us know and tell us what is the package like in terms of entertainment.
Okay, so DJ Bones and Courtney actually have several things to share with you.
Okay.
As you mentioned, it's the Smirnoff Carnival experience, which means that for the entire weekend, we'll be activating, but not just with Smirnoff, with also Johnny Walker and some of our other brands over at Red Stripe.
Nice.
While I manage the spirits portfolio, which includes those two brands, other brands will be activating. But let me start by telling you what specifically we're doing for the biggest thing for Smirnoff right now is our Enter to Win competition, which this year our grand prize is a trip over to Barbados, crop over later this year.
What?
You know that's another big party.
I've
over
been to
there.
that.
Yeah, man,
That's
absolutely. I've been
awesome.
there before, too.
Been there.
Right. And guess what? It's very easy for our consumers to enter. All you have to do is to buy one 750 ml Smirnoff vodka or two 200 ml Smirnoff vodkas. Scan the QR code, takes you to our WhatsApp page. In less than a minute, you would have entered the competition. Very easy, and it's a great prize. Everybody knows that Jamaicans would love to travel the Caribbean. Last year, we took the winner over to Miami. This year, we're taking them over to Barbados, Capova, which is a great experience. Now, what we pride ourselves at Diageo Spirits is doing is creating those memorable occasions. And I heard you talking about the different artists and talking about the Dr. Beanie Man. I was lucky to see him perform over the weekend, and good to know that he's back at it.
Full 100.
That's
we're
it.
always honored to have him on our stage. And I'll tell you what, come this weekend, we'll be right through with Carnival, right? So we start on Friday with Caesar's Army Juve. We're teaming up with Heineken and Red Stripe Flavors over there with that group of revelers. And then on Saturday morning, Johnny Walker joins up with Heineken over at Summation Breakfast Party. So we're talking real setting going on.
Yes.
And then later that night, we're going over to Sabina Park where we go to the Soca Greatness. We're talking about every top artist that is in Soca right now performing at WeFest. So Smirnoff with headline over there as well, teaming up with our other brand, Heineken and Red Stripe Flavors again. And guess what, guys? It's not done. Sunday morning, on the road, Exodus Road March, Smirnoff will be out in our own section. We have our own truck on the road in the Exodus band. And over at Gemix, the Johnny Walker truck will also be active. So we'll be on the road with everybody, and then we top it off over at Big Wall with the Smirnoff-led activation right there. So we're talking about creating a whole weekend of memorable experiences. We're telling patrons that, listen, come on, have a good time, consume some Smirnoff. Of course, we're going to remind you have to be 18 and over to party with us, and we're going to remind you that you must live and drink responsibly. But at the end of it all, you get a chance to do it all over again by entering our competition in less than 1 minute, and you could be going to Barbados with a friend.
Wow.
Come August this year.
And for the
How
folks,
does that all sound?
for the folks who are just listening, just remind them of how they get a chance to be a part of the Barbados Crop Over.
Okay, so we're activating in most of our stores island-wide, number of all the chain stores, all your favorite supermarkets. All you have to do, buy one bottle of Smirnoff 750 ml or two bottles of 200 ml. Scan the QR code, and which means you take your phone, take a picture basically of it. It allows you to scan it. It takes you to a WhatsApp page. It will ask you if you're 18 or older. It will just ask you to take a picture of your receipt, and voila, you've entered.
All right, Nadine, you have some people listening, and you talk about the 750 ml and the 250 or whatever it is. So you have the little regular man who don't understand that. So what is it? The quart or the cube?
All
That
right.
is it.
So a big bottle, which is the quart.
All right. There you go.
Him saying, oh,
Oh, at that. All right. Yes.
One of that.
Yes.
Or 2Q.
R2Q. Got you.
All right.
Got
All
you.
right. So the bridge will probably say, what was your talking
Yeah,
about
man.
750 minutes or what do you have so?
Yes,
So
understand. You know where we are, where our consumers are now.
right, right. Because them now walking in the supermarket and say, could I get a 750? They're gonna say, give
Yeah,
me a
yeah,
quart.
man, me a quarter.
Yes. So all right.
Yes.
So is there an admission for any of these events? How do we access the events?
Well, for each of these events, one, you can go to Smirnoff, Jamaica, and you will see a listing of all the different events we're doing. But for all the different bands that are activated, you can go to their pages. So you can go over to Exodus. You will see on Exodus Remedy, which has joined up with the WeFest. You will see where to get tickets, how to enter that.
Right.
If you already have an Exodus Remedy ticket, then you're eligible to go into the WeFest concert.
Gotcha.
For Nation, you can go over to their pages. So all the different bands, Gen X, all of them. Or you can visit Smirnoff, Jamaica, and it will tell you where the different activations are.
All right.
Well, Nadine, I must tell you, the way that you've presented all these events, I need to leave the studio now
No,
and
right
to
now.
start heading to town.
Right now, absolutely.
Yes, man.
Get all the
Come and
Smirnoff we
join us.
can get and
Yeah, and
start the vibe. You know
start
what I mean?
the vibe.
Yeah.
Congratulations before they even start, because we know these events are going to be sold out. They're going to be the awesome bomb. And this is something that you folks over by Smirnoff and Diageo know how to promote and know how to get people out and enjoying themselves to the max. So congrats
Yes,
again.
All right. And
And
we,
we thank you for that big up, because we're also coming off a big weekend from your side of the country.
That is
Absolutely.
So, Oteria, and now we're back in Kingston.
Well,
activated.
well, Nadine, I can tell you this. We're still building back our infrastructure. Going to right half down here, not left down here, say, you know. We're going to mash up, you know.
It was awesome, though. And we
Yes.
It
thank
definitely
you
was.
For hosting us. It was great.
And-
Always fantastic.
and we're looking forward to Sunday as well.
All right. Nadine Hilton, thank you so much for talking to us, yes?
All right.
And thank you for having me, and I hope to see you at one of our events.
All right, well,
No
me
problem.
Go call you. You stay there. All right,
All
Nadine,
right.
take
Thank you
care.
so much, Nadine.
Take
All
care,
right,
Nadine.
Bones.
Okay, bye-bye.
I think it's about that time we go to At the Movies with Maisha Brody.
Here we go, at the movies.
Lights, camera, action. Hey, movie lovers, welcome to At the Movies. I'm Maisha Brody. American actor Jeremy Renner made his first red carpet appearance since he sustained serious injuries after being crushed by a snowplow near his Nevada home in January. Renner attended a premiere screening in Los Angeles for his new Disney Plus reality series Renovations. In the show, which was filmed prior to his accident, Renner reimagines decommissioned government vehicles and donates them to serve children in communities in need. Renner's injuries from the accident included 8 ribs broken in 14 places, a broken eye socket, broken knee, a collapsed lung, and a pierced liver. He has been documenting his recovery on social media in the months since. Still on the movie scene, the Super Mario Bros. Movie powered up at the box office with an impressive opening. The movie ran up the score with more than $200 million in the United States and Canada for its 5-day opening run, according to a news release, and an estimated $377 million worldwide, the latter topping the box office launch record for an animated movie previously held by Frozen 2. It marks the biggest global box office opening of the year, with Super Mario Bros. Standing ahead of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which brought in the $225.3 million during its February opening. The movie is based on the world of Nintendo's classic 1985 Super Mario video games and stars Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, and Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. And finally, a new TV series on Jamaican soil could be in the making. Yesterday, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett tweeted that he had a meeting with American actor Cuba Gooding Jr. and partners with interest in developing a TV series on Destination Jamaica. The news has been met with mixed reactions, with some social media users welcoming the news, while others expressed concern about Gooding's recent run-in with the law. The Boys in the Hood actor pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of forcibly touching a woman at a New York City nightclub in 2018. However, he escaped jail time after complying with the terms of a plea agreement. And here are 5 movies or series to watch this week. Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Avatar: The Way of Water, A Man Called Otto, and Abbott Elementary. That's a wrap. Join us next week for more exciting movie news. For At the Movies, I'm Maisha Brody.
Well, thank you very much, Maisha Brody,
Thank you, Maisha.
for At the Movies. And boy, a whole heap of event are going on, you know?
Yeah, man, events, man, events.
But so I think we're going to be getting ready to talk to our friends from the Big Up now. This is We Are Soca.
Yeah.
And that's another Soca event. Boy, I talk to you about them things there.
Boy,
Them-
it's this Sunday,
boy.
boy.
I, this Sunday coming up here, Carnival,
And
loud.
Saturday and
Oh my gosh.
all the days leading
You
up,
get it?
you know what I mean?
Actually, that I say, oh, cool.
Of course, we have Lucian Lewin online. Good evening to you.
Lucian Lewin,
Youth,
youth, do not be a brute.
Promoter of We Are Soca. Welcome.
We Are Soca, another massive, massive, massive event